Hi, my name is Terry. Welcome to this video, and we'll be talking about a trick that you may not know of if you are dealing with meme coins on Solana and always experiencing wreckages, always missing those 100x opportunities. This will fix matters to a large extent, just the awareness of this. So let's go through it. You can recount this publication by going to Twitter, Web3 Wikis. Of course, on YouTube, it's Web3 Wikis. So I decided to put it on a Twitter publication first, then paraphrase it in the course of this video with extras. So let's go through this. It says, if you only knew this, you'll escape a lot of Solana meme coin wreckages. You will catch 100x on Solana every time. You will know how to flip Solana meme coins with a huge success rate. So I ventured into Solana more recently. I spent most of my expeditions when it comes to exploring the meme coin space and stuff has been on the EVM chains. Now on Solana, the mentality is entirely different, and I'm beginning to figure out why. That's why I'm uncovering what I've learned so far when dealing with the Solana meme coin space. And this is very important, as you will see. So here it says the dynamics of how a Solana meme coin rises to those 1 million, 2 million M caps vary from those on EVM chains. You need to establish this very fast for better efficiency when dealing with Solana meme coins. It's different, basically. Not only the general mentality with Solana meme coins, but this in particular, the dynamics of how a Solana meme coin rises to reach that 1 million M cap is different, as we're about to see. So this is the underlying reason why you can experience abrupt and total wreckage with these meme coins. So in this image, you will see a meme coin that I actually have gotten around 200 M cap. It rose to around 750 M cap. I took a break and slept, came back and met it at a 200k M cap, and is struggling to rise again. This is obtainable in when it comes to Solana meme coins, not only because of the general JIT mentality, but also because of these dynamics that we're about to cover. Okay, so and the token I'm referencing is Joey. It's a very good meme coin storyline, strong dev as well. So I got in. My mentality with this is to hold, by the way. But generally, you shouldn't be a holder. You know, just in rare cases, especially as we will see later on when your the pointer that should tell you of a hold. This I'm holding even from the very outset for multiple reasons. But in general, with coins on Solana, meme coins, especially pump fund related that I've held, there has been a wreckage. Even though in the mix there were opportunities for me to take profit and ultimately experience ROI, I held mostly to gather this data that I'm presenting now, and a very sharp wreckage occurred. Okay, so looking at Joey, while at a 400k market cap, the LP has only 77k in it. That's at the time of this imagery. It has dipped from this price. Now it's in the realm of 200k. Okay, so you'll see the liquidity here was 75k. And also generally you will notice here that when it comes to these pump fund launches, and in general when it comes to Solana meme coins, the dev wants to lock the LP on Radium, and also the ability to earn fees from contributing to the LP is non-existent. So there's generally not the mentality to contribute to the LP to fatten it is non-existent. So if you look here, if you pick any trendy coin on Solana, this is another chart. Okay, trendy coin on Solana, and you look at the liquidity providers, you'll see there are only two. You know, if you did so for an Ethereum related coin, for example, there's going to be a difference, and you will get the basis for what we are discussing. Okay, so this doesn't have many LP providers, interestingly, but generally there are more LP providers with a meme coin on Solana, on Ethereum compared to on Solana. You'll also see here, this is at a 28 million market cap. And in the last 24 hours, there has been 3,500 buys against 2,900 sells. Now, if you look at a trendy token on Solana, there is a difference there, which is important to note, as you will find out later on. So you will see here, this has a few buys. Typically, you will find, let me look for another one. You can find as many as, look at how many buys here. Of course, some of them are bots, MEV bots, bundle bots, but generally a lot of transactions, buys and sells, to be able to reach a 1.2 million market cap. And that tells you of a lot of opportunities for wreckages because of the struggle, which I call the trenches, to reach this one in terms of number of transactions to reach this 1.3 million market cap compared to a similar meme coin on Ethereum. You'll understand the context for this as we proceed. So going back here, so even a tiny $500 sale on Joey at a 400k market cap creates critical price impact and a consequential dip. Now, this is what I don't like, and perhaps you shouldn't like it as well. Even just a $500 sale. I don't know if we can open Joey somewhere. So Joey is a good example because it hasn't reached the $1 million market cap. Okay. 217. So if you look here, both buys and sales are not, you don't find very big buys and sales. That's because the liquidity is small. So big buys would not start coming in until there is a fatter liquidity. So on Ethereum, it's different. You can find a 10k buy at once, a 100k buy at once. That's not the case here. You see the type of buys and sells here. Now, what is bringing, now before I started this video, this was approaching $400. Now, what killed the charts and brought it to 200k market cap are just this small $300 sales. And if you have multiple of them, on the basis of this small liquidity, the price impact is too much, the resulting plummet is too much. Now, multiple of those stir fear and unnecessarily overhyped fear and creates a dumpage, sometimes non-repairable dumpage. Now, if you combine that with the general JIT mentality associated with Solana, then you see this 700, let's see the impact of this $700 buy. So you see how much impact there is on the charts. Same thing applies to buys. And that also explains why a token can end up reaching a 1 million market cap in a matter of hours. Okay, so you see the impact here, 235 from maybe 218 or so, on the basis of just $710 buy along with $143 buy. Okay, so let's proceed. So multiple of these, and there isn't only a serious dip, but a consequence of serious unnecessary panic and fear, wreckage. A similar overly hyped FOMO and respective tangible price hike results from even multiple small $500 buys. This wouldn't be the case where these LPs were robust. So like Ethereum, some people may decide to contribute LP for the incentive of earning large amount of fees. So a token that launches on Ethereum and starts out at say a $50 $1,000 LP may end up becoming as robust as, say, 100,000 on the basis of contributed liquidity, and thereby allow room for whales to purchase and for large buys and sells without large impact on the charts. So if the liquidity was fatter here and there was a $500 buy or sell, it will not impact the price and stir those fear and FOMO situation. Okay, unnecessary fear and FOMO situation. Okay, so because of these low liquidities, whales don't generally participate in these trades early on. So if you look at that chart, there is hardly, would you see, more than a $2,000 buy. You hardly would you see a $10,000 buy on this within this liquidity pool range. Okay, so whales will generally begin to join in when the token reaches the millis and there is fatter LP. Unlike the case on EVM chains where there exists the culture of contributing LP to earn fees, this is practically non-existent with radium LPs that are usually burned. So why will people also not contribute liquidity here? Because this is burned and doesn't earn fees even to the token deployer. So even for a token deployer, there is no much incentive to grow the project, no revenue generation, because LP is burned and there is no access to fees earned from the LP, even for the token deployer. Okay, so recently, however, Meteora has introduced fee-earning DLMM pools for Solana Memecoins, which is a positive, but this is not popular as of yet. So this is only growing in popularity. Now, what does all this teach us? If a pump fund or Solana Memecoin with burned LP reaches a 500k M cap, and you dare think that it can't plummet to a 5k M cap in an hour, you'll be very shocked. Well, it also means that a 5k M cap Solana Memecoin can shoot up to a 500k M cap in minutes. Indeed, you may need to adopt an entirely different trading mentality with Solana Memecoins. You may need to take profit more often and perhaps stop loss more often. For effectivity with this, make sure to have BullX, skip the wait list and use BullX already. So there's a link to this. You can access BullX and start using it for your stop loss and take profit. You will need it, especially when dealing with Solana. So this will enable you set those parameters up even where you go to bed. Generally, when you go to bed, there is a serious wreckage and you cannot curb it using the likes of Phantom. So this is the Joey token. Not that I have a very big position, but you can easily create a stop loss situation here, either with a limit, this limit, so that if you're not there present and it dips to a certain stage, it will end up selling, or you can use this advanced method to incorporate a stop loss and a take profit. For this, I'm just holding it and watching the charts. Now with BullX, you have the luxuries that whales have generally. You know, there's a lot you can do here. So besides using it will give you an airdrop, so check it out. It has a wait list. You will need to skip it and this link will help. So based on the things covered so far, Solana Memecoins that have reached the milli M cap become more stable, and they can begin to take off and reach the 100 million M cap with more ease and stability as whales begin to come in. But before that, the goings on the chart will be tough. So that's what I'm uncovering at the moment. You know, generally you may not want to participate in a token that has reached those high M cap levels, but you may want to adjust your mentality when it comes to Solana Memecoins. Who knows, it may be better, for example, to cement a position on Joey when it reaches, say, the $1 million, $2 million M cap, and apply a take profit strategy or even a hold strategy, because I believe they attain more stability when they reach that mark compared to early on. Early on, it's the trenches, 18,000 buys against 15,000 cells, and this is an organic token. I don't think there are bots playing around here much. And basically, it's a struggle as is too much volatility on this. But when they get to the $1 million market cap, for example, LP is a bit fatter. For example, as you can see here, 159K. This we saw was 1.2 M market cap earlier on. Then perhaps okay, so you see these two sales here. They may not have as much impact on the chart compared to the Joey chart at its current state. And the associated fear that come with that, staring a total wreckage and many times irrecoverable, it wouldn't apply as much here. And I'm just realizing that now. They have more potential of, if they reach, look at this sharp dip here. Look at this sharp dip here, and look at another one here. This can result in a total wreckage as is, depending on how active the community is. And Solana, they are just merciless. They don't want the dev to sleep for a minute. So dev sleeps for a minute, the chart rarely will it hold. The only token I've seen in recent time in my case that has held is Joey. Even when upon the launch day, the dev launched and ended up sleeping and came back hours later, the chart was still intact. That's a rare case. On Solana, if the dev sleeps, this chart at 700K can go to 7K with ease. That's the state of Solana. The DYOR is holding position better, mostly because of what we talked about. You can see the state here compared to maybe here, something like that. Okay, so wow. Anyway, let's conclude. And to conclude, it said that you may need to adopt an entirely different mentality at the early stages of a Solana meme coin. Reference is an early stage of the Solana meme coins. That's before it gets to the melee stage where it becomes more stable. In general, the mentality of people in the trenches of Solana isn't very hold friendly. To survive on there, you can't use your EVM or HODL mentality too much. Side note, you should check out this token called Tote by Tote on Sol at a 6K M cap, very early stage. Besides, you will need a TOT to bag your Solana meme coin. So this is the project in question. Check it out. It's currently on Pump Fun and a very solid project. Okay, so links will be in the description. Check it out. Finally, let's see here. Yes, so this is how many buys and sells you should expect with a Solana meme coin leading up to the melees. 60,000 against 40,000 sells. The above is the trenches. There's a lot of transactions and a lot of chances for pump and wreckage. Look at this chart. I can't remember how high it went and how sharply it plummeted, and I doubt it can recover. After having 60,000 buys and around $1.6 million worth of volume, unique buyers 9,807 against 9,578, and plummeted in totality. Now, I don't know if this is a dump by the dev, a sharp dump, but it can also be a dump, a regular dump based on unnecessary fears. And combine that with the general mentality on Solana when it comes to meme coins. Because of the frequency of meme coins available, people don't stick around with one meme coin. They don't care that much. Okay, so bottom line is Solana meme coin, if it becomes stable at all, becomes stable when it reaches the melees. Before then, it is the trenches. In between, nothing is promised. If the dev simply sleeps, your chart can go from 500k to 5k, and well, it can also never recover. Now, if it recovers, it may never get to the millies. So that stable phase that you are looking for, it may never get there. You may need to adjust strategy and take profit often. If the trenches isn't for you, make sure to have Bull X to trade on other chains. So Bull X allows you to trade on other chains. So it's not only Solana that's featured. You can use all its features on other EVM chains, including Ethereum. And besides that, you get the Bull X airdrop. So what am I saying so far? What I'm saying is you have opportunities for ROI. So with this Joey token, I've had opportunities for ROI, double this amount. So I may have decided to take profit and rebuy, knowing that it will dip, although I don't have the energy to do so in general. But assuming you are the one, and you would think that, okay, at 700k market cap, there's no way it dips to 200k. On Solana, it's very likely that it does. Just a few $500 sale clips on a small liquidity stirs fear, people panic, sell, and you can see someone on Solana selling for at a loss and getting a $10 gain or something like that. Those people, they know the type of they know the state of Solana. Okay, so there are many opportunities here. For example, here someone may have bought here, and I don't know if may decide to sell here, then up their position in the event of a dip. I've also learned with DCA it may not work based on the parameters mentioned. You may end up DCAing and the charts wreck completely, and then you lose it all. So, but there are opportunities, as you can see on this chart. Several opportunities in the last 24 hours to take profit, renew your position with larger amount, take profit again. And well, even as this chart has gone to 250, can it reach a milli? The answer is yes. But before then, it will be a struggle, basically the trenches. If I can recover many dips and still manages to have energy, then it can manage to to climb. Let's conclude here. There are no floors. No one, according to me, can determine the floor. On Ethereum, it's possible to say, okay, this is the floor. On Solana, I doubt it's possible. So just assume that there are no floors, and that's about it. This will adjust matters drastically. That, along with tools like BullX, and you are good to go. Stay awesome. Subscribe to Web3 Wikis and share this video to whom it applies. To reach me via Web3 Wikis using a DM or Airdrop C. Airdrop C, you can use the chat form there or join the Telegram. All these avenues I think I'll feature in the description. Stay awesome, take action.